So, what made y'all choose this business?
Well, we picked entertainment specifically because, hip hop, in my opinion, has the largest influence on the world, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So, it's our responsibility to influence other generations or even people that are our age that want to do something great in the world. True. We always see like the basketball players, we see the rappers, but you never really get a chance to see the people behind it. You don't know the Steve Stouts, you don't know the Lindell McMillans, the lawyers, everyone that's making things happen behind the scenes. So we talk about this all the time, and it's important that you get that. You don't gotta be a rapper, ball player, drug dealer. You could be smart and know the business aspect of it to succeed in this industry. What you doing?
I would have to definitely agree with him 100%. I also think that due to our strengths and weaknesses between the two of us, we definitely complement each other very well. I'm more social, outgoing. He's more reserved, but he's very good with people as well. So that's what I would say as far as the entertainment industry is concerned. So
That's real. Y'all definitely been dropping some good points. Trying to. Let's move.
Yo, check it out. Welcome to the third episode of our Black History Month feature, Thriving Under 30. We are here with 4 quarters, Derek Muhammad and Jeremy Muhammad. Thank you guys for having.
What's up, fellas?
So, jumping into it, I guess we can start off by you guys letting the people know who you are, how you guys got started.
For sure. Well, my name is Derek Muhammad. That's Jeremy Muhammad, like you said. And we own the company 4 Quarters Ventures. And what it is, it's an entertainment company. And we basically produce concerts, activation events, panel events. And we also do a content piece as well. And we basically just want to get people like us from all around the world, all around the city, all around the country, conversing and basically out to have a good time. That's what our generation likes to do. We like to party, but we also like to do things with purpose as well. So that's the company that we started, that we have at this moment.
True. Feel that, bro. That's love. So, how did this start? What was your overall beginning point for this business?
So, got started, man. College, I would have to say. So I went to University of Illinois, Champaign-Urbana.
I went to the University of Miami in Florida.
But we both went to Lincoln Park High School. And so during college, that's when the entrepreneur spirit kind of hops in. You broke, but you also want to do cool stuff. So it's like, okay, how do I make money at this point? So we were actually blessed with an opportunity. We started this company back in college called XV3 Communications with 2 of our other friends that they're from Chicago as well. So we started this company called XV3, and our first opportunity to do something big in the entertainment world, we threw Chance the Rapper's 21st birthday party. So this is when Chance had I think, what did he release?
10 Day.
No,
Was it
rap?
It was I think right after Acid Rap.
Yeah,
So
2014, yeah.
he had just people got a wave of who he was. So we did this party with him. His whole family came through. It was a bunch of Bulls players, Jeremiah.
Wow.
So we threw that and it went extremely well. And we were like, man, we could do this. We around all these different celebrities. Why don't we get in this entertainment field seriously? Let's actually make something of it and put some dollars in our pocket. So that went extremely well. But after that, I guess you could talk about this, I would say. He moved to Miami.
Yeah, so I moved down to Miami. I was fortunate enough I didn't know anybody there, so I took the opportunity, the networking skills. Went down to Miami, met a group of guys. Based off of our resources and connections, we didn't necessarily have monetary resources, but we went down there and networked and was able to come up with a large sum of money from an investor who believes in our idea. This was November 2015. So from there, for the next 10 months, we basically came up with an idea to throw a huge concert at the Toyota Center down in Houston, Texas. We had booked a collection of 7 hip-hop artists. We had pending partnerships with Uber. We were with Lyft. Who else were we with?
BMW.
BMW. So, everything was going well. Unfortunately, that show was not able to happen.
Definitely learning experience.
Yeah, huge learning experience, but we didn't let that, obviously stop us along the way. And so that was the story from that. as far as the initial investment from our first huge concert. But
I think to go off of that, kind of piggyback off the first statement that Derek was saying, your first event was Chance the Rapper, and throwing a party for him. What made you guys stay hungry? How did you stay hungry and want to put on another event and keep this going?
Well, honestly, we made no bread off that. So I mean, naturally just hungry. But it was cool for us though, cause we started out pretty much grassroots, like using who you have in your backyard. So it was kind of like a no-brainer for us. It was great for Chance because he was celebrating his birthday with his family and friends. And, that helped our relationship with Chance and with Pat and with a bunch of different other people like in the Save Money crew. But as far as staying hungry after it, like you just got to keep going. And once you see something, the product was a beautiful product. And once you see something created like that, it's like, okay, I like that feeling. Like, we got to do this again. Like, let's do it bigger. Let's do something else and try and get that feeling back of starting a project and completing it. So I feel like that's kind of what kept us going.
That's real.
So you guys stayed hungry through it all, but like, what was like a point where you were just like, this may not work, this may not even move forward? Like, past that point that you brought up, what was another, like, one of the major roadblocks for you?
That just happened yesterday.
Oh, that was recent.
It never stops. But I mean, we just know that too many things have lined up for us to just quit. Whether it's we continue to get investments, whether it's continuously being able to network and climb that ladder of, degree of being able to, get to the top. So, I get the not trying to be broke, boys.
So what has been the biggest challenge being African American or being a male within this industry, within trying to establish yourself?
Oh man, it's a bunch of different roadblocks. You would think that, being a male, being just in there is easy because a lot of the people we have connection with are African American, they're black, so it's like, okay, cool, look out. But
especially even being college educated like that, that still doesn't
mean
give you
anything.
the right, you know what I mean? So, dealing with Live Nation and AEG, who are conglomerates, and they're trying to monopolize the industry, it's definitely tough.
Yeah, we've gone into meetings and people wondering, are you guys the interns? Like, when are we supposed to be expecting Derek and Jeremy, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, this is us. And this is at the time, we were, 21, 22 years old. So, you go in, but once you start spitting that lingo and facts, I need X, Y, Z, I need these numbers to do X, Y, Z. People, they give you a different type of respect. But, that happens all the time. Different agents may not take your phone calls because they have no idea who you are. You tell them whatever the case may be. But definitely, I wouldn't say it's a downfall or anything, but it gives you more motivation to keep going. So pretty soon they're gonna be calling us like, yo, we need you, we need your help. We're gonna remember, and we're gonna keep progressing to make it easier for those coming behind us as well. So
it definitely seems like you guys, have a chip on your shoulders when you walk around, how you carry yourself. So
yeah, that's a Chicago thing I want to say. you gotta prove yourself a little bit.
Kind of was like a target a little bit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like, what would be like the number one or possibly like number two thing that you would tell someone who's trying to get into your shoes, who's trying to be in the same industry or just in general from starting a business?
It's a couple things. It's kind of cliche, but fail fast. That's kind of what the main thing. Like, no matter what it is, do something, fail at it, learn from it, and do the next thing. Whatever you learn from it, just keep going and building on. Because it's not a bad thing coming from us, but we almost got too much like thrown at us at one time. We tried to go too big, too fast, and when you do that, it could really be discouraging because it's like, okay, now I'm starting smaller than where I initially pictured myself being. So anyone coming up, I would say fail fast, but use that to learn from your mistakes and keep building and keep building. Even you may have a great opportunity, but literally think about the details, and it doesn't have to be perfect all the time. We can talk about this all the time, but just do it and learn from it, and by sooner or later you'll be exactly where you want to be.
Well, that wraps up the question portion of the interview. I think we can hop right into the lightning round. Start it off.
All right. Favorite place to travel to?
New York.
LA.
Last TV show you watched?
Breaking Bad.
Next question.
Best dresser between the two of you.
Derek.
I have to go with me.
Black Panther.
Amazing.
Oh, great.
True. Favorite article of clothing you own.
My wool jacket.
Okay.
I got a.
Probably my Miami hoodie.
Yeah.
Wow, I bet.
When you hear the word style, what you think of?
Kanye.
Okay. Favorite 90s jam.
Oh,
This
that
is-
one's tough.
This is terrible.
That was tough. That was tough.
He almost said instinct Haikido. Go ahead, you don't last.
Yeah. Favorite political figure, like social influencer.
Social influencer. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Malcolm London,
That's lit.
just because. I mean, do I have to explain it?
Nah.
Jesse Williams.
That's Williams. True.
Great answers. Great answers.
That concludes the lightning round, man. That was good answers. You know, y'all feel like a good half of them. like a solid D minus. Y'all sure y'all good.
No, we appreciate you all. You guys definitely provided us with some knowledge for the people,
For sure.
for the youth, and I think it's a great feature for Black History Month. So thank you
Absolutely.
all.
Thank you all for
Y'all
having
coming
us,
out,
man.
For sure, man. Much love, G.
For sure. Appreciate y'all as
What's up?
well. Keep doing what y'all do.
Well, man, appreciate it. Well, that wraps up this episode of Black History Month 530. We want to thank Derek and Jeremy coming through. And
Check out four quarters.
Four quarters. 4quarters.1 is the website. That's it.
releasing next week. Be in tune. Next week. One love.
Stay sincerely.